I'm a first-year YP Young Professional.
I'm a young professional at Oregon Children's Theater, and I've been with the program for about 3 years now.
I'm a second-year YP, but I've been with Oregon Children's Theater since I was about 4 years old.
I'm working with OCT for 3 years. I'm a third-year young professional.
This is my first year as a young professional, but I have been taking classes at Oregon Children's Theater ever since I was about 8.
And I have been taking OCT classes since I was 7.
I was involved with OCT from when I was 7 to when I was 17.
I was a young professional at OCT for 3 years, but this is probably my 6th or 7th year being involved with them.
Since I was 6 years old, and I've been a YP for 3 years. I grew up watching the shows at Oregon Children's Theater.
I've been there for almost my entire life.
Over half of my life. That's so crazy to think about. I remember doing my first ever audition there at age 12, where I forgot my entire monologue and learned the very painful but very important lesson that memorization takes a lot longer than you think it will. That moment could have been shattering for me. Like so many kids here at that age, I could have been told, you failed. This isn't for you. But OCT is different. The people in that room held me up. They inspired me to keep going. That day, I learned that failure, utter failure, is not the ending. It's a beginning of amazing things, yeah. And that is the most valuable lesson I've ever learned, and I think one that will continue to shape me for the rest of my life.
One of the last classes I was assisting at, it was really little kids, and there was this little girl, and she was too nervous to talk. She didn't really talk very much. She didn't always participate in the games that we were playing. But what I started to notice as class went on is she was getting more and more confident, and she was reaching out to the other students, and she was sharing her voice, and she was sharing her thoughts and participating in everything, and so she was so happy and excited. At OCT, she had been able to fully be herself. And that was me. Like, I saw myself in that student. When I started in YP, I was super duper nervous, and I wasn't very confident in my art, but also just in myself as a person. And through the YP company, I've been able to build that confidence by creating these amazing relationships with incredible mentors, super duper talented peers, and then getting to give that back to the younger kids is the most rewarding thing in the entire world.
To me, OCT means family. When I first moved to Portland, I had a really hard time making friends and finding a place where I felt like I fit in. But at OCT I belonged, and everyone there has always just been so supportive and loving.
There's so many people who care about you at Oregon Children's Theater. I mean, and this isn't just for the YPs or, any specific group of people. At Oregon Children's Theater, everyone cares about each other. The people in the office will learn your name the first day that you're there. You take a class and you're already part of the family. And that's what's beautiful. It's that everyone loves you and everyone supports you. And they support you to do this thing that's so beautiful. They support you in making theater and making art.
It's helped me gain my confidence. I was a really shy kid, but also I feel like anywhere that I go now that is theater related, like I have someone that I know, which is pretty awesome.
Not only did OCT provide me with a positive community, but it also jump-started my professional career. I've been provided with countless opportunities that have granted me skills and new understandings about what it really means to be an actor.
I've always dreamt of being an actor. I've always dreamt of doing something in the theater.
I've been in a couple main stage shows there. I was in Junie B. Jones and then Pinkalicious. And I'm a third-year YP, where I've been in Jasper and Deadland, and most recently Shiver. Been on main stage in Ella Enchanted, and most recently performed in the young professional show Impulse.
An opportunity I was given from being a part of DNA was to meet with a makeup artist at Portland Center Stage to learn how to do scars on my face and scratches and cigarette burns for my part in DNA. And that was just such an incredible experience to learn about a different aspect of theater that I knew nothing about from an expert, and to test out my skills every night in DNA.
Those kinds of community building little things that are so integral to that place that so many of us young aspiring artists call a second home, and build that community that brings so much good out in people and, you know, makes us human. So it's so important that we channel that humanity into keeping them alive now.
I cannot count on my fingers the number of times that I have heard a little kid say to their parents or to their friends or to their teachers, I want to be up on that wall. I want to see my headshot up with the YPs. I would be absolutely heartbroken if none of those kids ever got to see their headshot up on the YP wall.
I love OCT with all my heart.
They say the most magical place on earth is Disneyland, but I think it's OCT.
So please,
Please donate. We need your support to help keep OCT running.
From all of us here at Young Professionals,
Don't let this be our last act.